Hello everyone, PS from PS Invest Plays here today. Qualcomm is a key player in the semiconductor industry, and it is the biggest supplier of 5G chips to Apple and Samsung. Even with solid financials and excellent top and bottom line earnings growth seen in 2020 and 2021 so far, its stock price has lagged behind its peers like NVIDIA and AMD. Is this trend going to continue, or we can expect a higher price movement going forward? In this video, we will understand its business, its financials, its future outlook, review its charts using Elliot wave theory, and see how we can make money. So stick around. I think you'll like what I have in store for you today. Qualcomm, ticker QCOM. Qualcomm is an American multinational corporation headquartered in San Diego, California, and incorporated in Delaware. It creates semiconductors, software, and services related to wireless technology. It owns patents critical to the 5G, 4G, CDMA 2000, TD-SC, DMA, and WC-DMA mobile communication standards. Over the years, Qualcomm has expanded into selling semiconductor products in a predominantly fabless manufacturing model. It also develops semiconductor components or software for vehicles, watches, laptops, Wi-Fi, smartphones, and other devices. Cristiano Amon has taken over the position from the previous CEO, Steve Mollenkopf, who became CEO in March 2014. Mollenkopf's era was characterized by extreme unrest. In addition to the epic dispute with Apple, Qualcomm fought with competition authorities during this time due to alleged anti-competitive practices. The third source of unrest was the takeover attempts. Qualcomm not only wanted to buy NXP Semiconductors for $40 billion, but was itself an acquisition target of Broadcom at the same time. Eventually, however, both takeover attempts failed. During Mollenkopf's time as CEO, Qualcomm stock has gained nearly 9% overall. Not bad, but then again, very disappointing when we look at the performance of other tech darlings. Even Intel, which has faced enormous problems around the failed 5G project and market share losses, has performed better. Nevertheless, Mollenkopf has laid the foundation for further success. During his time as CEO, for example, Qualcomm has become the undisputed market leader for 5G. The 5G business areas managed by Amon will be particularly relevant for the future. What is interesting for investors is that the areas of application go far beyond classic smartphone applications. This also multiplies the potential revenue streams for Qualcomm. Qualcomm already has a thriving market presence in the application areas of IoT, Internet of Things, and automotive, where it has seen strong growth in recent quarters. For example, in Q1 2021, automotive revenue increased 44% and IoT revenue increased 48%. In Q2 2021, revenue in the automotive segment grew by a substantial 40% and in the IoT segment by an impressive 71%. Qualcomm also expects massive growth in the smartphone segment for 5G handset shipments. 5G handset shipments are expected to increase to more than 750 million by 2022. Qualcomm is profiting enormously from the lead it has gained in the 5G market, and its roadmap has never been so broadly built and promising. In this respect, the company will gain a big slice of the 5G market. which is forecast to reach $667 billion in valuation by 2026. And then there's the startup, NVIDIA, which former Apple employees founded. CEO Amon wants to attack Apple's M1 processors with the acquired startup and enter the laptop market next year. Qualcomm wants to release a NVIDIA SoC based on ARM architecture next year. This step should reduce Qualcomm's dependency on ARM and NVIDIA enormously. Conversely, Qualcomm does not have much to lose, since it can still license ARM technology from NVIDIA in an emergency. Besides that, Qualcomm has the option to connect the new SoC with its 5G modems. And here comes the bullish scenario. If Qualcomm manages to do so, it could finally catch up with Apple and even overtake it, since Apple has not yet managed to produce its own 5G modem. Just to remind you, Qualcomm's modem chips are now in all Apple iPhone 12 models. The last bullish piece of the puzzle is the Huawei sanctions, from which Qualcomm will benefit enormously. Just for the premium tier alone, the Huawei addressable market is as big as the Apple opportunity is for us. Due to these reasons, I expect Qualcomm's technological edge and increased adoption of 5G technologies to drive substantial revenue and profit growth over the next few years. Also, Qualcomm dividend for its common shares now stands at 68 cents per share quarterly, or $2.72 per year. At its current price, that amounts to a cash return of 1.8%. Qualcomm has been paying dividends since 2003 and is also increasing them yearly. In terms of financials, Qualcomm has extremely good financials. Revenue, gross profit, EBITDA, net income, earnings per share, EPS have been increasing considerably over the years. Finally, Qualcomm stock is massively undervalued. It has a PE ratio of 26.63. When you compare Qualcomm stock with its peers like NVIDIA and AMD, and offers a good entry opportunity for long-term investors. This is also indicative in the charts, where I see the stock price to increase considerably in the next 3 to 5 years. The bull run that started in Qualcomm stock back in 1992 is still not over. In fact, it is in its early stages. The first 2 waves are completed of this super cycle, and now Qualcomm is in the third and the most bullish wave, which is wave 3 of this super cycle. If we dive deep in this wave 3 super cycle, we can see that the first 2 waves are completed, and now Qualcomm is in the third wave, which I think should take the price to $182.78, giving us a profit of 27%. When Qualcomm stock reaches this price, I expect a pullback, which should take the price down to $146.39. To me, that would be an excellent buy zone. In fact, you could buy it even now and accumulate more when the stock price drops to $146. After this pullback, I expect the stock price to jump higher to $251.45, which should end the super cycle wave 3. At $251.45, it means a 75% upside potential or profit from today's stock price. Now, when can we expect this price to be achieved? I think in the next 3 to 5 years. Now, let's summarize. Qualcomm is an excellent buy even at today's price. I expect in the short term the price to peak out at $182.78, giving us a profit of 27%. At that price, I expect a pullback, which should take the price down to $146.39. Again, that would be an excellent buy zone. And in the next 3 to 5 years, you can expect the price to reach $251.45, which translates into a 75% upside potential. And the icing on the cake is that Qualcomm pays 1.8% dividend on top of the growth in the stock price. What do you think of this analysis? Please leave me a comment and let me know. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends and family. Until then, bye-bye.